Good evening, everyone. How are you doing? Lovely to see you again, as usual, and a very warm welcome back to What's for Tea. And for tea tonight, I made this amazing chili mac and cheese, combining three of my favourite things, which is obviously pasta, chili, and the cheese. And the three of them together, done in the slow cooker, is just wonderful. It's so rich, but you can adjust this to your own liking. I mean, I like things ultra spicy, so I would normally use hot chili powder for this, but you can use mild chili powder, if you don't like it quite as warm. And the ingredients I'm showing you here will serve 4 to 5 people. It will serve, 4 people if you like quite a big portion of pasta, or you'll get 5 portions out of this if you like a more kind of sensible portion of pasta. But all of these ingredients, as usual, will be listed underneath the video. If you click on the show more, it'll bring everything up down there for you. So these are everything that I used here, and it does look like an awful lot of ingredients, but that's just because I've got everything sitting out in bowls, so it tends to look like 101 ingredients, when in actual fact there's only a handful of things there, and a lot of these things you'll probably find that you've got already. So let me go and show you how I put this together. But the pasta I'm using is spirale, which is a kind of coiled pasta, and in my opinion it's better, if you use a pasta that's a sort of tube shape, something like macaroni, or you could even use fusilli, something like that, or even penny pasta. I wouldn't use pasta or linguine or anything like that because it might be too heavy. Definitely something with a tube, I would say. So go over to your pan, and the first thing you want to do is fry off your onion and your peppers. Just give these a few minutes in some oil just to soften up a wee bit. Obviously you're not looking to cook them completely because they are going into your slow cooker for hours. It's just take the raw edge off. Once you're happy, you can pop in your tomato puree or tomato paste along with some crushed garlic. And again, the amount of garlic you use is entirely up to you. I use 2 teaspoons. To that, I'm going to add my chili powder and also a teaspoon of powdered cumin as well. And like I just said a minute ago, the amount of chili powder you use is up to you, and the strength that you use is up to you as well. Depends how hot you like it. To that, I'm going to add 1 pound of minced beef or ground beef, and a wee pinch of salt. Add as much salt as you like according to your own taste. Now you just want to brown your mince all over. Again, you don't have to cook this completely because it is going into your slow cooker. You don't have to brown off your mince at all in the frying pan. I just think it gives it a nicer, richer flavour rather than just putting it into your slow cooker, raw. So once you're happy, you can dump that into your slow cooker. The mince I used is very, very lean, so there's no residue or fatty liquid. But if you do have any fatty liquid, I would suggest draining that off before you add it to your slow cooker. To that, you just want to add your kidney beans and then a can of chopped tomatoes. And then your beef stock. I just used a Knorr, one of those wee jelly stock pots, but you can use whatever beef stock you like. Give that a good stir around. You just want to pop the lid on for 4 hours on high. And then afterwards we're going to add your pasta because that only takes 15 to 20 minutes to cook. So this was me after 4 hours on high. And look how rich that is. Actually, it was a lot more red than this. On the camera, it's looking a lot more brown, but it was a very vibrant red colour. But yeah, super rich. And the smell, oh my goodness. So the last thing you want to do is pop in your pasta. Just make sure your pasta is well stirred in, and I like to submerge mine, make sure it's well underneath your liquid because it's going to absorb. Don't worry, if you think your chilli is looking watery, because your pasta will absorb most of that liquid. Pop your lid on again and give it 15 to 20 minutes just until it's cooked to your liking. And this was me 15 minutes later. I don't like my pasta falling apart tender. I do like it a wee bit of bite still in it. The last thing we're going to do just before serving is pop in a couple of handfuls of cheese. Use whatever cheese you like. I find that cheddar and mozzarella both work really well. You get the nice punchy flavour from the cheddar and that lovely stringy gooey texture from the mozzarella. And it's really difficult to show you because there's so much steam. I was having to blow on this to try and get the steam away from the camera. And I'm just going to serve this with some wee garlic dough balls or garlic mini rolls. If I had some garlic bread, I would have popped that in, but I didn't have any, so I'm using these. So there we are. That's what it looks like out in the bowl. And yeah, just wonderful. And if you do like these kinds of chili or bolognese type things, I think you'd really enjoy this. Yeah, absolutely delicious. You know, those wee balls were nice as well. Just before I move on, I wanted to say, as usual, a big thank you to the supporters of the channel over on my Patreon page and to the new channel members here on YouTube as well. So thank you once again, guys, as you know, very much appreciated. And also a wee shout out to our wee Kate over at the Kitchen Spy. She's back and she's already dropped a wee shopping haul and also her meals of the week. So if you're not following Kate yet, you know, I will leave a link to her channel underneath. She does very similar videos to what I do, you know, meals of the week, recipes, shopping hauls, that kind of thing. And she's in a beautiful part of Wales and shows some stunning scenery. So yeah, I will leave her linked underneath. So go over and check her out as well. And if you do usually follow her and weren't aware that she's back, then she's back. So pop over and say hello, and I will catch up with you during the week for another wee recipe. Back on Sunday for meals of the week and the winner of your Degusta box for this month as well. And before that, another wee shopping haul. So until I see you guys, mind to take care of yourselves. And I mean that, do take care of yourselves and stay safe. And hopefully this horrible situation we're in just now won't be too long till it's over. So take care and bye for now. Bye now.